All right, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, I heavily have been contemplating whether or not I wanted to do it, but it's time. You know, a lot of time has passed since the whole J. Cole apology thing, and to be honest, I'm a definitive fan of Drake and Kendrick Lamar. You know, I'm a huge fan of Metro Boomin. I like all of these artists that are in this big war right now. So I've been kind of chilling, sitting back, observing from a distance, because people have some serious, strong, passionate opinions, and there's a lot of what I like to call glazers. It's not even just a me thing, but there's a lot of people who are able to recognize at this point in time that if you're a fan of Drake, even if he wins or loses, you're going to just say he won. If you're a fan of Kendrick, even if he hasn't dropped anything right now, you're going to say Kendrick's winning the war. Everyone's going to have such a strong opinion on those two, and I kind of want to deviate away from that. We're going to wait till things settle up a bit more on that, because to be honest with you, nobody wants to think objectively at all right now. People just want to be fans, and there's nothing wrong with being a fan, but when you're not going to be objective about something that requires that, you're not really going to get a good conversation going. So I'm going to wait on that. But with this whole J. Cole thing, that's where I'm hurting a bit, because I've been a huge fan of J. Cole since 2014, Forest Hills Drive. I've heard all of his albums. Amazing work. You know, past two, not so amazing. The entire sequence of the past 2 weeks, in my opinion, has definitely hurt his legacy and some of his songs. And I'm going to get to why. If you're going to be claiming to be part of the big three, you got to stand by that. And then you're going to drop a diss and then apologize. And now with all the heat he's catching, but it makes me, when listening to his new album, some of these lines you got are clearly just cap. And we're going to get into that right now. We got Crocodile Tears. It's the second song of the album. To me, it's insanely good. Great beat, great flow, great lyricism. And actually, talking about the description of the song, I think this is by Genius annotation about, in Crocodile Tears, J. Cole asserts his dominance in the hip-hop world with a concise lyrical display. His dominance in the hip-hop world. Hindsight's 2020, of course, but man, leveling him to the unseen tier above all of the rap game. 2020, of course. Guided by a sinister piano progression, Cole emphasizes his rise to fame and financial stature, stacking up for what seems to be his retirement album, The Fall Off, which is briefly mentioned. Cole debuted the track via Might Delete Later, a series presented by himself, which labeled the supplemental episode at first volume. So I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're even remotely updated on all the stuff that's happened up to this point. But just in case you're not, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Kendrick dropped a 2-bar diss, or was it a 1-bar? Regardless, it was more so F the big three, it's the big me. Fuck the big me, fuck the big three, it's the big me. Seemingly taking shots at Drake and J. Cole. J. Cole responds, "Sorry, the angel game's on the right of me, and it's a fly out, damn." Anyway, J. Cole seemingly responds with a bunch of subliminals throughout the tracks of the album. But in the final album, it's a legitimate Kendrick Lamar diss, which he ends up taking back and apologizes for later at one of his concerts. And it was just so, honestly, it was whack. Personally, I think it was whack. You got to stand on business, bro. And I understand being a hippie, like being about peace and all that kind of stuff, but you already dropped it. Taking it back it's just not good. Now, there's a couple of people who are obviously going to defend him, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with defending him if you're like his biggest fan and whatnot, but now you got people like Kanye taking insane shots. Kanye taking a shot that feels insane because of the moment, but obviously it's not like the craziest bar. What did Kanye say? He said, "Play J. Cole, make that pussy dry." So it's like, it's just, considering the context behind all of it, yeah, it just feels like J. Cole, come on, man. But getting into what I'm talking about now, going back to the Crocodile Tears song, you know, to me, this song is diminished because, we're going to get into it now, looking at some of the lyrics. For one, I'm powered up. Okay, dope. That means I'm listening to this and I'm like, okay, J. Cole's about to drop some heat. It's not a rap N-word breathing that could outlast. The fall off is like HOV, or is it HOV or HOV? I'm going to say HOV for now. Dropping reasonable doubt last. See, the thing is, that is a fucking bar. But bro, you've been outlasted. Anyway, we from the South, where we learn about all stashing, where N-words prone to shoot first and they run mouth last. And if you run your mouth, bitch, you going out sad. The thing is, that proved true because J. Cole did run his mouth and he did go out sad. Do you get where I'm going with this? Like, this guy's coming off hard, and honestly, it feels like up to this point, we've all, you know, perceived J. Cole as like, yo, his music is tough, his music is hard. But with that whole apology, it's like, it's just not true. Whole click getting slid on you a mouse pad. Phenomenal bar. Phenomenal bar. I'm the one that N-words fear on the low ski. Heard him talking about like we peers, but they grossly mistaken, and it's blatant. That's the one that kind of gets me the most when I listen to the song now. I don't even listen anymore. I actually just unadded it because as great as it is, I'm the type of person to where if I know that what you're saying is legitimate cap, I don't even give a fuck anymore. Like, enough is enough. And nobody fears you no more, bro. And it's unfortunate because you were, in a lot of people's eyes, top 3. Not in everyone's eyes. You know, people like Ye, people like Travis, people like 21, people like all kinds of other rappers. This is just a shitty situation to be in, bro. Because I genuinely fuck with J. Cole. But this sucks. Nobody fears him anymore. And they are not grossly mistaken. And that much is blatant because you're not better than them now. You literally he lost his swagger. Boys kiss ring when they see the king coming. They know I run things like the police coming. Yes, sir, it's me, not 2, not 3. The Uno, GOAT. I need my fee. Fuck, kudos. This is bars, bro. But you're not the GOAT, J. Cole. You got fucking... You might as well be a porn star with the way you got clapped this past 2 weeks, bro. The whole world done seen it. Your apology killed your legacy, man. Just stand on business. I get what you're going for. You're about peace. But K-Dot literally said, fuck the peace. You gotta literally stand on business with that. And that's the crazy part. And if you're gonna be about peace, then don't drop it to begin with. But you're already in deep, man. And to be honest, this looks like a Future diss. They sound faded, they downgraded, they Pluto. Because Future, you know, I'm positive Future is Pluto. Future calls himself Pluto, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least he's known as that. I'm bigger than Mars, this N-word a star, I'm Bruno. If you're gonna throw subliminals, what the fuck is it for? Because we know you're not about it. I don't know. I'm the one they call when they want a song to a funeral. The thing is, if J. Cole doesn't apologize, if J. Cole just stands on business with his song, right? That Kanye line about J. Cole, people don't trip as hard about it. They're beating on a dead horse. Kanye beat on a dead horse. This is what he did. Anything that Kendrick says, when he drops a diss, I'm assuming he's going to. If he says anything to J. Cole's just gonna have to take it. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? The disses that these guys are sending to each other, it's not the end of the world. And that's something my cousin said. Shout out T. He said, it's not that deep. This is all competition. This is all to be the best. Why are you acting like this is going to be do or die. You know, if you stand on business with this diss, the whole world's gonna go to shit. It's like, it's competition. This is competition. Who is the best? We want to know. Drake's doing his part. Kanye wanted to be in the conversation. Shit, Chris Brown and Quavo, out of nowhere, you know, getting into it. That to me was out of nowhere. And presumably Kendrick's gonna get involved. J. Cole, as a person, I definitely fuck with you, and I understand what you're trying to do. But I implore you to understand the difference between real life threatening shit and competition. I saw this as competition. I think the whole world sees this as competition. And now all your songs where you're doing shit like this in Crocodile Tears, where you're coming out hard and act like you run shit, act like you're the GOAT. Now it's just dumb. This song, which honestly could have been in my top 20 songs of the year, I unadded it because I can't listen to it no more without feeling like this is a lie. So, fuck. I love music, love hip hop. I'm obviously keeping up with all of the whole beef and whatnot. And I haven't uploaded any videos on it because, again, no one's going to think objectively at all. As a fan of J. Cole, yeah, you know what? He fumbled an opportunity to do something really cool. And you also took away from what your music is now, especially this album. There are people like me. There might be people who are like, I don't give a fuck, song goes hard, whatever. But there are people like me who, now when they hear that shit, they're like, this is not true. I don't want to fucking hear this. This is a lie. I personally care about lyrics, and I know a lot of J. Cole fan cares about his lyrics because J. Cole's a beast with lyrics. But what the fuck, dude? Anyway, that's my opinion on the matter. When J. Cole drops another album, will I give it a chance? Yeah, probably, but I don't know. I don't know what he can do to fix this situation because he really fucked up his legacy. To be honest, like, you're not top 3. It's just not happening. You're not. You really fucked up, bro. And that's someone who genuinely fucks with you. You fucked up. I'm not saying that out of hatred. I'm not saying that out of spite or anything like that. You know, I don't fucking know J. Cole. I'm saying this as a fan. Like, you fucked up. I hope you figure something out and do something, because this shit is not it, bro. On the same album that you got dissed on, you're gonna be a feature on? Nah, bro. Nope. No. Fuck. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, this is I'll Even Different. And we out.